watching this, you can see I'm away from my computer, so I can't fully see you. First things first, I have to give a shout out to each and every one of you for allowing myself and my friend Jay to bring you our newest idea. As you know, Illinois, it just isn't being the greatest state for us right now with COVID-19 and everything like that, and there's nothing open. So we see states around us opening, and we're just stuck in no man's land. So unfortunately, we can't go places. We've lost a lot of contact with each other, and this G1TV has always been kind of a start for me. It's always been a thought in the back of my head, and it's kind of cool that I've had the opportunity to actually bring this thought out of my head into the world that we love. As you all know, I've dedicated my life pretty much to making sure that you all have opportunities to play, so friendships can grow, money can be made, you name it. I think the only thing that I haven't done is make a cue stick at this point, and um, I thoroughly enjoy bringing you what I can, and I only hope that you enjoy the product that is before you. So I talked to you on the eve of our first main event here in about 14 to 16 hours. Josh Suits and Donnie Daly will be traveling from Peoria to meet myself and Doug Williams inside Jay's Garage, and we're going to play some sets. We're going to play two sets. One's going to be 8-ball, one's going to be 9-ball. We changed it to alternate break from the original format of the winter break with the previous teams that they were going to play. Josh is a really good friend of mine. Donnie is a really good friend of mine. Doug's a really good friend of mine. So it's truthfully going to be an honor and a privilege to bring you this opportunity for all of you to watch. So I hope you tune in tomorrow. Our lag starts at 2 p.m. But now on to the main point of this video. And Jay had to turn in early, so I just decided, it's 10:30, almost 11 o'clock at night, and I just wanted to get the video out of the way when I was thinking about it, because some people have asked me the biggest question: hey, how do I get in on this? So this is super cool that all of you have reached out to us, and so many of you have said, hey, I want in on this. This is a good thing you've got going, and the outpour of messages from you guys that have traveled with me through my Illinois State Billiard Tour days, my New Year's 9-foot 9-ball tournament days, and just the people that I've met throughout my life in tournaments, period. You have all supported what I've done in the past, and here you are supporting me again. So how can you get into G1TV? How can you get inside of Jay's Garage? So some of the things that you already need to know. Our main goal is upkeep of this baby right here. So there's already been a lot of play going on this table, and truth be told, we have had this going on now for a week and a half or so, but this diamond table was just recovered just shy of a month ago, and it's already showing wear and tear of approximately 3.5 to 4 months. So within about another 4 weeks of this intense play, we're going to have to refelt the table again already. So we're looking at 2 months, and this baby's going to have some brand new baby blue put on it. So the biggest part is we have to make sure that we are keeping the upkeep of this product. So when the table starts to get bad, we have to make sure that we have the money to put into it to get the new felt. So that's where you come in. Here's step one. In order for you to join Jay's Garage, and in order for you to join G1 Television, you are going to have to pay a minimum, mind you, of $5 a player to come into Jay's Garage and use the equipment that we have for you. Step number 2, I am working on my commentary skills. I have gotten a lot of compliments from you guys that say I make things funny. Some of you have called me a butthead, which it is what it is. You all, for those of you who know me, know that I'm not that way, and I just thoroughly enjoy it, and I wouldn't say anything if I didn't know the players and if I didn't know that they would laugh, those kinds of things. I am always respectful and responsible, but ultimately I still have to have a good time with my friends, to make it worthwhile. So in the event that you want to come into Jay's Garage, okay, we are going to stream this for you for no charge. Okay. The other $5 that you would have to pay for the full G1 television experience is you would have to pay an additional $5 that goes to me to commentate your match. So for those of you who know me, you know, I've traveled a long time. Am I a professional pool player? By no means, absolutely not. Have I seen a lot of pool play in my day as a tournament director and as a player and promoter? You're absolutely right, I do. So I know the game of 8-ball pretty well. I know the game of 9-ball and 10-ball pretty well, which obviously, as you know, are all games that are typically played on a bar table. So I like to give the G1 experience, as I call it, where I get to sit back there, at least for right now, because we're working on getting a second headset and a sound mixer and everything, and I'm going to have the opportunity to commentate your match. So commentating for me is a lot of things. I'm an instructor, and the biggest thing for me is I'm a teacher. If you want to listen to someone who's been up and down the road for a little while now and knows a little bit about the game, break down your game, and maybe you can learn a little something from it, that's where I come in, and that's where the programming of G1 television is designed. So I know I've noticed a lot of you in these silent matches, the viewership has been down, but as soon as I put these on, the viewership goes way up. And I do want you to know that I thoroughly enjoy entertaining you and interacting with you as things go on here in Jay's Garage. So for ultimately two players to come in, or 4 players, depending if you're playing Scotch or whatever the case is. We haven't done any Scotch triples here yet, but that's not necessarily out of the question. It just depends. Ultimately, each player that comes in the door for the full G1 television experience inside of Jay's Garage, it's going to cost you a whopping $10 a bill per player. Okay? $10. That's it. Okay? And it all goes to making sure that you ultimately have strong performing equipment so we can continue doing this. Okay, my Facebook page, G1TV, billiards and action for all levels. Folks, this is what it's designed for. I mean, if you really think about it, we have an opportunity right here in front of us. If there are all spectrums of pool players, and we're going to try to bring all of those to you. Not necessarily so you can sit there and roll your eyes when 2 good players, are not here and they are replaced with players who maybe aren't very good. Ultimately, this is designed to give those players that experience to play in front of you. So give positive feedback. Watch them and try to help them. I always try to think, what would I want? My motto as a league operator is for a player, by a player. So I think to myself at the end of the day, what would I want out of a product? If I was attempting to better myself, I think I would want to come play on a table in front of viewers and have those viewers critique my pool game. What could I have done better? Okay, what do I need to do better? So that way, folks, when they go back and they look at this, because I'm trying to make sure that it stays on YouTube where it's going to stay permanently. Okay, and I'm going to try to stay on Facebook. It'll stay on Facebook, but over time the feed starts to go down and you start to lose. You can't find it. You got to go searching for it for forever. Hopefully, if you just log on to my YouTube channel, your match will be right there and you're able to click on it whenever you want. So you can go back and you can read all of those comments. So I really would love if you took the same time and watched every type of player, because you're helping me promote a better product. And with that being said, you're potentially helping me bring in stronger players to make a much better product that you all want to watch. You all know at the end of the day, I'm here for you. Any league operator, any tournament director, if you guys haven't figured it out yet, folks, we don't make very much money. So for us to come out of the woodwork and do those types of things and put up with the things that we have to put up with, there's only one reason why we do it, and that's because we love the game. We want to give you the opportunity to do it. So, once again, how are you going to schedule a match? Here's the big part. Starting in June, all of May is completely booked already. This has blown up into something that myself and Jay had no idea was going to happen. And truthfully, we love each and every one of you for it. Him and I are absolutely exhausted, but we are super excited too. And without you, that wouldn't happen. So starting in June, Jay and I sat down just this morning and we had a discussion of how we were going to do things. Okay, what is going to happen moving forward? So there are many of you who have reached out to me, some of you that I haven't even replied to yet because I didn't know how to reply to you. Going into June, every Tuesday and Thursday, there will be no G1 television. Truth be told, Jay and I are exhausted. We both have wives, we both have families. We need time for us. So if you can't understand that, I apologize, but I guarantee you, all of you do. We do have jobs, we do have lives outside of G1TV inside of Jay's garage. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're not expecting absolutely any pool going on, okay? This is an opportunity for us to hang out with each other, an opportunity to hang out with our wives, our friends, off of the camera, and just hang out. Now, with that being said, if two professional players call me and say, hey, we want to play on Tuesday, you guys all probably know I'm not going to say no, and I'm going to be right here in the commentary booth that will be built here soon enough, and we will be here giving you that product. But we need days off too. So that's where Tuesdays and Thursdays are going to come in, which leaves Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, now these Mondays and Wednesdays, we're going to try to flip-flop to incorporate what I would like to call a local lineup. Now, local doesn't necessarily mean that you live in Pontiac. Okay? Bloomington. As far north as, say, Godley, Braidwood, Braceville, something within like a 30 to 40-ish mile radius. I would consider that local. Folks, here is your opportunity to get in on the action. Okay, I understand everybody wants to come into this, and I don't know if it'll slow down. It might slow down, it might not, but we're going to keep giving you a product until we don't have to give you a product anymore because maybe you don't want us anymore. Okay, but as far as this goes, if two local players from Pontiac want to play Mondays and Wednesdays, guys, those are your days. Okay, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, we're pool players, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have this opportunity all the time to come show, to travel 2 hours on a Monday night to play a set. Some of us will if the money and the stakes are big enough. Okay, but most of the time, as you all know, you need a weekend to do it. So we are going to focus, and notice, ladies and gentlemen, I said focus, on bringing you strong entertainment matches throughout the weekend. Okay, Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays, and I'm going to go looking. I know a lot of players within Central Illinois. Okay, and I'm going to try my best to pluck and pull them from all over the place and get them into Jay's garage, not just so they can beat up on each other, but they can beat up on each other in front of you, and you get the opportunity to watch some good pool. As you already know, tomorrow we have Josh Suits and Donnie Daly coming down to take on myself and Doug Williams. Okay, Donnie Daly has won his own fair share of state tournaments. I've won my own fair share of state tournaments. I think Josh Suits has been strong in the APA state tournaments. Doug has won his own list of tournaments. So you're going to get a high quality matchup tomorrow. Whether if it's blown out of the water or not, you're going to see some high intensity level pool. So I hope you tune in tomorrow. And then moving into June, because May is already booked, we're really going to try to give you some order. So we'll be able to answer those questions. Hey, when can I get in? When can I do this? When can I do that? So with the other piece, I'm going to tell you, I am going to be looking for multiple people, which means this. I am only going to probably give each player a maximum of 2 visits inside Jay's garage per month. Okay, because I've had such an outreach of players, Jay has had such an outreach of players that we need it. Okay, so we need you to be able to understand that maybe after 2 times, you're not going to get any action inside Jay's garage right now, just because we have such an outpour. And as you can see, we have a bunch of chairs right now and 1 diamond pool table. So we can't do everything. Okay, so I just truthfully want you to understand how much that we appreciate what you're doing. So when you schedule a match, Okay, starting in June. I'm going to try my best to get with you, and we're going to set up a date. You're going to tell me where you're from. We're going to try to book it, because on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I'm going to try to get some heavy hitters in here for you, so you can experience the full experience that is G1TV inside of Jay's Garage, that you can fully experience myself in the commentary booth. And then once we finish getting all of these systems and things like that, you can experience a partner that would be with me as well. So you're going to get a full commentary experience, and the players are only going to have to pay $10 for the entire experience, which all goes back into making sure that we have the equipment to keep doing what we're doing. So going into June as well, there is one more thing that we're going to start to do, because we want to evolve. Okay, and we can't evolve, as you know, without any dough to do it with. So what we're going to do, if you want to come watch inside Jay's Garage, we have no problem with that. It's going to cost you $1 as a spectator to come in to Jay's Garage. Once you pay that dollar, you can come and go as you please throughout the event. Okay, if you show up on a Friday night, you give us your dollar, and you have to leave to go get dinner, and you want to come back, guess what? It's free admission. You don't have to pay another dollar. It's going to cost you 4 quarters. Okay, it's going to cost you 10 dimes. It's going to cost you 20 nickels. If you really want to be that person, it's going to cost you 100 pennies. We're not asking a lot, but we're just going to set that money aside so we can get new felt. Okay, so maybe we can work towards some new pool balls for you. You know, those, if you are a fan of the Mosconi balls that they use this year, well, we need money to get those for you. You know, those types of things, ladies and gentlemen, new chairs, upkeep, you know, refreshments for people. We need money to have an opportunity to do things like that, and that's where you're going to come in, the spectator and the fan. So for a player to come in, it's going to cost you $10 total to get myself and the table. It's going to cost you $5 to come in and play for whatever you want. Friendships, pink slips, it don't matter. Okay, you can play for whatever you want. We got it right here on G1TV, regardless. Okay, but if you're going to bring some friends, we just ask a basic donation of $1. Okay, to come in here and watch for 6 hours. Estimately, every match that we've had so far has gone right around between 4 hours to 7 hours. So you're getting all of that experience for a maximum of $10 if you're a player, and a maximum of $1 if you decide that you want to come in and you want to watch the G1 experience. So hopefully this video is going to help you, and you can see how adamant and excited I am to start on this new journey, because from the sounds of it, folks, Illinois is not going to quite be fully opened for a little while yet. So especially here at G1TV inside Jay's Garage, we want to make sure that we're bringing you a great product throughout the course of the summer, because we can't do anything else. So with that being said, if you want to take the time to get a hold of myself, to get a hold of Jay, we are going to try our best to work together to hook you up throughout June. But once again, I cannot tell you enough that May right now is full. So if you have messaged me on Facebook, okay, if you have sent me a text message and I haven't gotten back to you, it is because I have been waiting to talk with Jay and do this video. Now that I have done this video, I will be able to get with you after you've watched everything, and you will be able to understand what it takes to become a G1 participant here on G1TV. So once again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Folks, if you have my cell phone number, my cell phone's on me almost all the time, except when I'm sleeping. It's still next to me, but I'm not going to answer. Okay, you can contact me on Facebook. Okay, you can contact me on Instagram. I have all of these things. As we evolve, that will start to evolve as well. So once again, without you, we would not be doing this. So thank you very, very much. And I truly hope that you tune in tomorrow to watch Josh Suits and Donnie Daly take on myself and Doug Williams. Tune into G1 TV right here live inside Jay's Garage tomorrow afternoon, lag time 2 p.m. Until then, I'll catch you next time. Thanks.